This is Karen from Elegant Fused Glass by Karen, and today I'd like to talk about some of my fused glass pendants that I just recently finished. And there's several different techniques that I want to show you. This is the first technique I'd like to show you, Mellifore, which means 1,000 flowers, and basically they're like little bouquets of flowers is what I like to think of them as. And typically I make them into magnets, which is what these are, and that's why they're kind of sticking together. But I decided to also make some pendants out of them. This is a pendant, and then these two. Aren't those cute? Just love them. Matter of fact, I gave the magnets to my mom and my mother-in-law for Mother's Day, and then a couple of co-workers had their someone close to them be in the hospital, and I gave them as gifts to them. They're just perfect for pretty much any occasion. This one is a new one that I just finished, and it's not a magnet, but it is a pendant and a brooch. So I think that's really cool. And I love the red and the blue and the green, and I love these. And I think that they're amazing. And if you check out my blog, I just did probably another 15, not counting these. And they can be made into magnets or pendants as well. And a couple probably could be made into brooches. This is the next technique I'd like to show you. And last month or the month before, I did some stringer pieces, like little dishes and things. And I also decided I'd make some pendants. And I just think, I'm not a geometric kind of person. I'm more of an abstract and, scenic and stuff like that. But I have to say, I really like these. And I put pinch bails on them because they can be worn either way. And I just think that they're really pretty cool and fun. And that one's got a little bit of looks like dichroic or iridized. So it's got some, oh, this one does too. And check out that bottom, how it's kind of crazy looking. But again, it's got some dichroic in there, and I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera, but it's really pretty cool. And then I talked a month or so ago about tumbling, and this is one of my tumbled pieces, and I'll show you some more. Isn't that pretty? I really like the tumble. So those are some of my stringer pieces. Speaking of tumbling, these are some more of my tumbled pieces. And this one, for being so tiny, it's so cute. And I tumble when I like both sides, which is why all of these are also pinch bails. And I think that they're pretty cool. And they tumble for quite some time, and then I drill the holes in them. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I really can't stand drilling holes. But those are some of my tumbled pieces. They look very, especially this one, they look like sea glass, which I like. All right, I also talked a month or so ago about my pressed pieces. So when I press them, they turn out really thin. Look at that, because normally glass wants to be 6 millimeters, but when you press it, it turns out really thin. And I really liked, I mean, look how soft and pastel that is. And then the other side is kind of crazy and wild, but yet with the tumbling, it makes it so pretty. And this one was tumbled as well, and I like both sides of that. Were pressed, and some of them weren't. So see how this one is really thin and this one's not? So this one was pressed and this one wasn't, even though they're both sandblasted. Same thing, this one was pressed, but when I put it in the kiln, it kind of plumped up a little bit. And then this one, I think, was not pressed, and I know this one wasn't. But I love that screen print kind of look, and that's what all of these are. They all came from the same patty, so to speak. But some are shiny, and some are pressed, and some are tumbled, and some are not. I also talked about my screen printing. These are kind of simple screen prints. So you've got the flower, and this is part of a flower, and this is a tree. So there's some simple screen printing, kind of abstract, because you wouldn't know that that was a flower if I didn't tell you. Same with this one. But I like them. I love screen printing. I just think it's so much fun. Whether it's simple or, I'll show you in a second, some more crazy, beautiful, in-depth ones. 3 are silk screen printed. This one's on dichroic. This one's on dichroic. This one is actually etched. That dichroic is etched, and then I screen printed. And it's kind of big, so I put that double bail. I think it's kind of cool. And I love the screen printed bird on that one. Now this technique is an advanced technique I learned from Tanya Viet. And so you build the back and then you screen print. And if you could just see all that's going, can you see that? Can you see those colors? Because there's dichroic, there's silver, it's just an extraordinary piece. And of course the silk screening is pretty cool as well. And then, I mean, can you see that on camera? That's why I wanted to do the video on this, because they're just amazing. And this is the ombre effect with the tree. And again, the background's not dichroic, it's actually silver. Isn't that cool? Now this has got the dichroic in it. And I etched it and then I screen printed. It's such a pretty piece, even the front and the back. Yes, the flowers are more muted, but wow, can you see that dichroic in there? I don't know if you can. And then I love the birds, can you tell? And I love that gold and silver mixed. It's just so pretty. And I really like these double bails. I think that especially for pieces big like this, these are statement, beautiful art pieces. So I just think that they're all beautiful. These are some more silk screenings. What I did here is I put them on iridized. So they may be simple at first glance, but they're so much more than meets the eye. Can you see that? There you go. Isn't that gorgeous? And then this one was set on green, and this one was set on blue aventurine. So, I mean, if you like the heart, which is why I put that bail on it, it's because it's a pretty bail. Literally, you can wear it either way because it's so pretty. So, these are double dichroic, but I also put silk screening on the back. So, I mean, look at this piece right here. You've got that stringer and frit and dichroic, and it's gorgeous, right? But then when you turn it over, there's the red silk screening and the iridized. And whether it's the front or the back with the silk screening, it's so, so pretty. And the cool thing about these are, because they're transparent, they're going to pick up whatever you wear behind it. So whether it's this way or this way, whatever you wear behind it is going to modify the look. And I just think that they're really pretty. And then of course I had to do a tree because I love trees. Can you see that iridized? And then it's just so pretty. And then of course I put the silk screening on the back, and then I textured it as well. So literally you could wear that either way as well. And I just love these pieces because of that reason, because you can wear them. Now these pieces don't have silk screening on the back, but they're still very pretty. And again, most of them are transparent, so they're going to pick up what you wear in the back. And of course, when I put a bail on it, typically that's because it's pretty on both sides. Now this one's a little more simple, but it's still pretty. And can you see that depth? The iridized and the silver, and it's just an extraordinary piece. And the gold and bronze, and then it's got dichroic as well. And this is 2 layers of dichroic, so it really is gorgeous. And I left a little bit of texture on some of these because I like texture. It's all about texture and depth. And these 6 little pieces have lots of texture and depth. These don't have texture, but half of them have texture. These two layers of dichroic on clear, or clear dichroic, but I don't know if you can see the purple and the dichroic and the texture. I mean, that's beautiful that way. It's beautiful this way. It's just, if you could see how gorgeous this piece is. And because it's transparent, and again, it's gonna, wow, 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 wow. It's gonna change colors. And this piece, I put it on black, but again, several layers of dichroic. Can you see the depth on that? These two, this one has the silk screening on top, and then the iridized, and then the dichroic. So a lot going on with this piece. And this has got 2 layers of dichroic. And those are really pretty. Now these are etched, and I don't know if you can, because this one is very subtle, but it's very pretty. It's flowers, and again, it's etched. This piece is a real statement piece. I love that silver and gold. And then this one is 2 layers of dichroic. Again, dichroic meaning 2 colors, and it's got that silver, and then the purple and the green, and it's just an extraordinary piece. And then, of course, this has several dichroic pieces put together. And again, I think these are pretty awesome. This is a Millefori that I bought from a lady in Croatia, and I love her work, and I support other artists, and I just thought it was a pretty little, it looks like a button, but it's actually a poppy, and I just thought it was really pretty. This is one of my vitrograph pieces, and I'm like, oh, I wonder how that would turn out if I flattened it, but not too flat. And I just think it's very simple and very pretty. And then, of course, I always have little pebbles, and this one fit perfectly into this binding, so I like it. And if you notice, it's very similar to this, except the clear is on top. And then this is one of my favorite techniques of all time. It's called the pebble technique. I learned it from Tanya Viet, and it's gorgeous, right? It's beautiful, depth, beautiful. And you turn it over and you're like, oh no, I like this side. Oh no, I like that side. I just love this technique. I never ever get tired of it. And those are the ones that I finished just within the last couple of days. And I just wanted to really show them to you so you could see the depth and the beauty of fused glass. If you have any questions, you can email me or look at my website, elegantfuseglassbykaren.com. Thank you.